Hi everyone, and welcome to our yoga warm-up. Now it's really important within a yoga warm-up that we take things nice and slow, give the muscles time to warm up, but also that we use breath within our practice to make sure that we're slowly unwinding the tissue, but also stimulating that circulation at the same time. So, if we begin first of all, sat onto heels, keep our hips nice and central, bring the heart back over hips, and then head tucks in, back over heart. Gently begin to relax the shoulders, and then place both palms into our lap. What we want to do to begin with is first of all focus that the spine becomes alert. We don't want to tense or stress or squeeze the muscles, yet we want to make sure that the body feels completely aligned, and then use breath to make sure it feels at peace. So, if we close our eyes, begin to place our tongue behind our top row of teeth, we can part our lips, and that'll just encourage us to begin to breathe through our nose. Now I want you to take 3 or 4 nice, lengthened, deep breaths. Within those breaths, I want you to focus on that when you breathe in, that becomes our strength to reawaken the body. And as we breathe out, that becomes an opportunity of calmness to let go. Before we begin practice, it's important that we steady our mind, open our hearts, and make sure that we feel comfortable for the practice ahead. Let's take 2 more lengthened deep breaths, ensuring that the shoulder blades sink down and the spine begins to feel nice and tall and erect. Keeping your eyes closed, I want you to begin to focus on the base of your spine. As your focus begins to travel up the spine, I want you to visualize each and every part of that spine, each and every vertebrae, beginning to stack one on top of another. As we do so, we should feel that the spine begins to grow taller. The crown of the head can begin to lift. And rather than feel a tension to the body, we feel that alertness. Let's just begin to add some breath with movement as well. So this time, as you breathe in, I want you to draw the shoulders as high as we can towards our ears. And then as we breathe out, sink them down deep and draw the shoulder blades back together. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathe in, draw the shoulders nice and high. Breathe out, sink them down. Open the shoulders. Once more, breathe in, draw the shoulders up. Breathe out and allow them to sink down. Okay, let's just begin to tilt our ear over towards our right shoulder, keeping our eyes closed again. We're going to breathe in, roll our head round the back. Breathe out and allow it to pass forward. Now I want you to just allow this movement to follow breath. Some of us will breathe much deeper, much more emphatic. Some of us will have a much more subtle breath, meaning that our movements and our rolls through the head should feel a little bit more gentle. Let's return us to center, ensure the spine's nice and alert, shoulders are relaxed. And now let's drop our ear over towards our left shoulder. Breathe in, roll the head round the back. Breathe out and allow it to pass forward. And these gentle mobility movements begin to ease tension first of all from the neck, which is really important for our practice. So often in the West, we suffer with tightness and stress in and around the shoulder blades and around our neck, often resulting in headaches or stress or poor sleep patterns. Yoga is fantastic for helping us relieve those stresses. Let's return to center, open our eyes. Place both palms on the mat. Let's step both feet back and let's begin our opening asanas to help warm the body up. So we're going to separate both palms, sit them underneath the shoulders, separate the heels so they set underneath the hips. I want you to look forward and again take a breath in, but let the entire spine collapse. As you breathe out, I want you to push through palms, tuck the chin into the chest, separate the shoulder blades, and as we lift the spine up, we hollow the tummy. Breathe in, let everything roll forward. Our gaze can fall forward too. Breathe out. Once again, push through palms. Begin to lift the spine. Really separate the shoulder blades and hollow the tummy in. Breathe in, let everything roll forward. Breathe out. Push through palms. Separate the shoulder blades and hollow the tummy up. One more breath in. Heart over hips, head over heart. And what I want you to begin to do now is just drawing alertness to the body, and we do that with a gentle balance. So focus on your left hand and your right heel. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, I want you to reach the fingertips of the left hand forward, search the right heel back. Don't worry if we begin to lose our balance. This opening sequence is there to help improve the body's balance and also the body's spatial awareness. Once again, begin to now draw strength towards our right hand and left heel. Breathe in, breathe out, reach them forward. So we search the heel back, trying to still lengthen through the spine. So think of the crown of the head to the base of the spine. Elongate and open the body. Return to center. Let's do that again. This time, left hand and right knee. Breathe in, breathe out, reach them forward. Try to ensure that if you look towards my heel, I search the heel and I don't point the toe. That will encourage the hips to greater align and also to bring some strength to the bum. Let's do that again. So now right hand, left knee. Breathe in, breathe out, reach and open forward. And return to center. Okay, let's begin to down dog. So as we breathe in, look forward again, let the spine fall. But this time as we breathe out, let's engage the toes, roll over the toes, lift the hips into the air. And then as we press the heels down to the mat, that's our down dog. Now as we're warming up the body, let's begin to pedal from side to side. So just begin to bend one knee, place all our body weight over to the other side, pressing the heel down to the mat. And then gently just roll all the way over to the other side. Straighten the other knee, press the heel down. As you do this, I want you to also begin to mobilize the spine. So twists, looking under one shoulder then the other, will help just reawaken the body, lengthen the calves, bring some blood towards the body. And also just have that sense that we're not beginning to be confined or overwhelmed by the practice, but rather we feel open. Settle into our down dog, very slight bend of the knees. Relax the spine, separate the fingertips. As you push through palms, I want you to aim to push your bum towards the back and the top of the room. Now we're going to float the right heel into the air and we're going to step it forward. We're going to try and place the heel in between both hands. Don't worry if that doesn't reach. Just take hold of the heel, gently draw it forward. We're going to lower the left knee down, reach the fingertips back, and as we look up, search into our lower lunge. Now this is a brilliant opener for the hip. Again, within our most of our everyday lives, we hold lots of stress within our hips. As we said earlier, we do so in our necks. This is a great way to warm those up. Step back to our plank. I want you to lower to knees, tuck the elbows in, and I want you to lower the shoulders. Now, to begin with, I want you to drop the shoulders lower than the elbows, chin to the floor, but look forward. And then arch the spine up to our cobra. Slight bend of the elbows, belly on the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's roll over to knees, then roll over to toes. Lengthen again into our down dog, and feel free to pedal, particularly if it's a little cool where you're practicing at home. Let's get lots of blood back to the body. Then from our down dog, left heel floats in the air, and again, step us forward. Again, don't worry if it doesn't reach, but take the foot, draw it forward. Lower down to the right knee, release the fingertips, and as we peel the spine up, we search, we reach, and we let the hips go. So we feel that release all the way through the right hip. Just think of that muscle gently beginning to unwind and open. Hands to prayer, frame the foot, roll over the toes, step back to plank, lower to knees. Again, tuck the elbows in. Let's hover those shoulders down again beyond the elbows, so they're not aligning to begin with. Chin to the floor, look forward. Arch the spine, beautifully up to our cobra. Breathe in. Roll over to nose, breathe out. And down dog. This time, just settle into that down dog. Slight bend of the knees. Press the heels to the mat. Once again, let's float the right heel in the air. I want you to do that one more time. Step the right foot forward. Lower down to the right knee. Release the fingertips back. We search. We take a breath. Hands into prayer. Frame the foot. Roll over the back toe. Step back to our plank. Lower to knees. Tuck the elbows in. Hover down the shoulders. Open the spine to our cobra. Breathe in. Breathe out. Roll over toes. Left heel floats in the air. Finally, we step forward once more. Lower down to the right knee. As we draw the fingertips back, we search, reach into the air, and just let those hips go. Breath to prayer. Frame the foot, roll over the back toe. Step back to plank. Let's go for our last vinyasa. Tuck the elbows in. This time as we hover the shoulders down, align them with the elbows. And then to finish, extend through the elbows to our up dog, where I'm just going to get you to gently roll and open the hips. Let the belly open, sink the shoulder blades down and lift the crown of the head. Take a breath in, breathe out, roll over toes. Let's begin to pedal. Hopefully we feel a little bit warmer now. Bend both knees and we can either jump forward or we can just take a step. Both feet placed together. Breathe in, look forward, straighten the spine. Breathe out, very slight bend of the knees, but lift the hips into the air. Belly and chest to thighs, and let's just close the body into a nice forward fold. Now we're going to hold the forward fold. Gently begin to release the backs of the legs. And also just gently release the lower spine. Breathe in, look forward. Arms open by our side. We journey. Breath into prayer. Let's begin to end practice. So as we open, once more, reach the fingertips up. This time as we breathe out, I want you to open palms, open heart, and then bow the head back to that forward fold. As we draw our warm-up to a close, I want us to feel that the body's already grown taller. So we breathe in, gain open palms by our side. We take a reach, and this time I want you to just go to a gentle back bend, just search behind us. And let's do that one more time. Breath into prayer, open palms by our side. Breathe in, reach up, and that nice big chest opener. Breathe out and bow the head. Nice forward fold. Breathe in, look forward, open palms, beautiful back bend, and prayer. You're ready to practice. Well done.